Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. At least that's what BMO claims, and you don't want to cross BMO from the land of Ooh.
Yeah! Unleash the beast!
Will Happen, Happening, Happened is a tear-jerking song about change, growth, and memory. But I'm guessing the memory part wouldn't affect BMO as much because they've been deleting their memories for 1,000 years. But there are 4 characters in Adventure Time that memory is quite significant for, and I want to talk about them.
That's so stupid!
Hello, I'm Bidillion, and today I will be talking about how PB, Marceline, Ice King, and the Lich experience memory different from each other. They are the 4 characters that have lived in Ooh for a long time.
PB, you're like a bazillion years old!
And they store their memories in folders that are completely different from each other. What would you call their memory folders? Write in the comments section below. So let's divide the screen into 4 quadrants. 4.
I was all 4!
Past, future, emptiness, and ruin. And dive into the psychology of memory in Adventure Time. Marceline the Vampire Queen and the Weight of the Past. The cool rockstar girl who writes banger sad songs.
I just like to write sad songs.
Haunted by her past, this sexy vampire lady can't get rid of her bad jubies and traumas. Marceline remembers everything. The Mushroom War, her dying mom, her dickhead father, hunting vampires, her breakup with PB, and Simon Petrikov. Especially the escalating brain rot of Simon Petrikov.
Please love me again, Betty! Okay, bye.
Marceline would definitely want to erase her memories if she could, just like BMO, because she doesn't want to be so jacked up anymore and tortured by her memories.
I'm all jacked up because of you.
The Vamp Queen lives in her past, and she doesn't look at it and go, okay, what went wrong here, and how can I learn from that? Memories are a wee bit buku spooku for her.
Buku spooku, you say?
Her memory is emotional and it's heavy. When she recalls a memory, ninjas are starting to cut onions around her. Her diary is filled with those painful memories, and it hurts to remember. Her wounds are never healed. She ages, but she never grows out of her past anguish. Losing her mom and being abused by her dad is bad enough. But she also has to watch her dear friend Simon lose his mind. She hunted vampires to honor Simon.
I hunt vampires because of you!
Because of me?
Which wasn't easy either, being all on her own. So yeah, traumas, emotions, and sticky feelings that just won't leave her. Her story isn't tragic for tragedy's sake. She learns to reconnect with her people for her own sanity and to make new memories. Her mother is dead and her father is an insufferable basket case, so they are out of reach. But she made some things right with PB at the end, and that shows growth.
I'm so sorry I left you alone on this.
And singing songs like I Remember You with the Pooh Brain Ice King certainly helped her reconnect with her old beloved friend that she never really let go of. Marceline is Tops Blueby.
Tops Blueby!
Engineering the future with Princess Bubblegum. Let's talk about our favorite workaholic, the emotional ding-dong who rejects her emotions and just keeps on building and building and building and building.
My electrode gun. My Goo Goo Mama meter is going babies. My anti-gravity tote chambers. I'll use my Ball Blam Burglar Burr. My bod rod here is calibrated to our sister-brother bond. My biggest powerometer back at the castle was flipping all the way out. Meet my doppelganger, P-Bot.
If Marceline represents the emotional memory, then PB represents the strategic memory. Bonnibel uses her memories as blueprints for the future. Her memories are the only guide that help her to construct a safe environment. She doesn't have time to worry about her own grief. She has a kingdom to rule.
I need more time!
She uses her memory as a toolbox to shape the future. Just like when she was creating her first family, building the Candy Kingdom, and sending her goop into that spaceship in case Oo goes straight up dongbongles.
In case Oo goes straight up dongbongles.
Peebles is prepared and lonely. She tries to make up for her separation from the Mother Gum in her past. She misses the unity that she was a part of and tries to recreate it by using science and her memory. She learns and she fixes. As a scientist, she puts data above everything else, but she ignores one crucial piece of data, the data about herself.
I'm a scientist, and I ignored crucial data about myself.
Princess Bubblegum is too focused on external data. What she deems as unimportant are her core memories. She attends tea parties,
The Mallow Tea ceremony takes years to master.
Whistling Choir Deathmatch Championship,
The Whistling Choir Deathmatch Championship.
wizard battles, and then some. It's as if she was running away from herself and trying her best not to remember the past pain that she had to go through. She realizes something when she is chasing varmints out of her pumpkin patch.
I thought that if I shut everything out and just focused on work, it would all be okay. All I managed to do was push everyone away. I pushed you away. I'm sorry, Marceline. I've been a real dinger to you.
She pushed away everyone to focus purely on the future, without embracing her sense of self in her past memories. Her memory was full of scientific data, but the data about herself was hidden and blocked inside. Eventually, she learns the importance of letting loose and being surrounded by loved ones, to let go of the illusion of control and just be. Reconnecting with Marceline reminds her of that and shows that she is willing to do the work and change for the better. Ice King's hollowed memory. Ice King is the embodiment of absent memory, a ghost with no past, a corrupted file. He's haunted by the void where his memories should be. He's basically BMO in a cursed and tragic humanoid form, and he just keeps swimming. His story is heartbreaking because the real Simon is still in there, the one who gave up his sanity to keep little Marcy safe.
I need chicken! Marceline, cover your ears!
The one who's screaming inside the ice that he's trapped in and still yearns for human connection as the cursed ice dude.
Oh, hi! Are you the ice dude?
That's me, Ice Dude.
The one thing that is familiar to him is catching princesses, because he lost his own princess. He lost his Betty.
And then maybe Betty, my princess. Maybe you will love me again. Please love me again, Betty. Okay, bye.
She lives in his memories as a distorted desire to be with a princess. Any princess would do, because his emotionally loaded memory that still keeps him going has become a perversion in the present moment. He has lost his mind and his sense of self in the tragedy of losing the love of his life. He probably reaches out from the inside of the crown and says, "No, please don't hurt them, stop!" But everything just slips through his fingers.
If I do things that hurt anyone, please forgive me.
The memory of Betty, the memory of Marceline, and the memory of who he was just isn't there anymore. Only some tiny remnants of emotional breadcrumbs that remind him of his old self as someone who used to wear glasses and didn't have any abs to show off.
You know that I used to wear glasses. Where'd my muscles go? I'm a scrawny arm loser!
But thanks to Marceline, he has some company during his time when he's possessed by the crown. And thanks to Betty, he is saved from the curse of the crown at the end and can be himself again, even if it means losing Betty to the entity of chaos itself.
Betty, oh my Betty, my princess, why did you...
The ruins of the Lich. If the timeline can be described as the spaghetti of Jeremy Bearimy,
This is the timeline in the afterlife.
the Lich is the noodle that fell behind the stove. He remembers being cooked, uncooked, flour, water, wheat, seed, earth, and beyond. While Ice King remembers the absence of the past, the Lich remembers the time before existence. And he's coming for everything that is in the present moment and what is to come in the future. He wants to make Annihilation great again. What's wrong with that?
Nah, that's not right.
But maybe this is his safe space. Marceline has her songs, PB has her science, Ice King has his princesses, and the Lich has the extinction of life as a cozy memory of when he was, and wasn't, a pre-primordial being. Maybe the extinction of life is his snug and comfy coping pajamas that he wants to return back to as a state of being. Or non-being? Maybe he just doesn't want to be anymore, and the default of existence comes with the price of him also existing again and again and again and again, without ever dying, and getting rid of this burden of existence that keeps on being. Forever. He just wants to unplug everything and go into an eternal sleep state where he once was, or wasn't. He doesn't have weak human desires like domination or anything. He just wants the future to return to the empty past as he has it in his memories. His goal is erasure, a cosmic hard reset. His goal is to be the delete button with hijacked bones of Billy. He remembers the time of nothingness and wants to go back to where nothing exists. Even memory, even himself. If time is an illusion, memory is our compass that guides us through this madness. Only each person has a different view of it. Some have a past that hurts, some have a future that fears. Some are in the present but lost, and some seek the end that beckons. Or maybe in real life, it's a combination of all of the above that make people so complex and tops Blueby. What do you think of memory in Adventure Time? Let me know in the comments section.